You're now listening to 360 Real Talk Radio, your source for entertainment, entrepreneurship, and lifestyle locally and beyond.
All right, with your host 360.
Alex.
And we got a new host this week.
JD.
JD's joining us to cover local entertainment. We're going to give everybody a couple minutes to get in the stream. For those of you who haven't listened to us before, it's 360 Real Talk. It's a Monday podcast, 10 to 11.
Every Monday.
Every Monday, 10-ish to 11-ish. We're about 3 minutes late this week, which is pretty good.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. We'd like to talk about entertainment, local and beyond, but mostly locally to Virginia area, DMV. We do lifestyle.
Who is it? Oh, it's my computer.
It's your computer. You forgot to mute.
Oh.
You even told everyone.
Well, you even said
We
it.
even announced it. So we got a little, we got some topics we like to talk about: lifestyle, entrepreneurship, and entertainment. Then we got our little games we play, WTF News of the Week, where we cover some crazy stories. And we got to caption this game. I'm a little out of it tonight. I didn't bring my laptop. This is new to me. So I'm trying to do my
on his phone the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do my little watch party so I can invite everybody. I forget how I do that. How did I do that last time?
The watch party?
The watch
You have
party.
to do it from your phone, right?
Yes, you have to
Okay.
do it from your phone. So bear with me. Everybody, in the meantime, while we figure out how to do this watch party, you guys please share the podcast. And we got a link in the description where you can subscribe to your podcast provider. So let me figure out how to start this watch party, guys. Watch party. Anybody figured it out yet?
I'm just watching you trying to make a watch party.
I wonder if this is invite friends to watch.
Yes.
Oh.
Where do you find that? Where did you find that at?
On the computer?
No, you can do that on the phone too, I thought.
Yeah, you can. Go
Watch party, there we go.
There you go.
Got it. Start watch party. Now I can start inviting everybody.
Mine just like invited everyone for me.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it says it's letting everybody know. The people that listen to the podcast are probably like, why do these guys just ramble
Every
on in
single
the
week,
beginning?
It's just 5 minutes of nonsense.
First 5 minutes, they're just trying to figure out how to do everything. Like, this is only like what episode?
Hey, Mark,
17th.
Facebook just told me you're hosting a watch party.
It's our
Oh.
17th one.
Oh, so maybe I don't have to invite everybody, but I feel like if I do invite everybody, they'll come watch it.
I think it's only for people who like follow you, where you get the
here we
notification.
go. Invite. Yes. Now I can invite everybody. Hey guys,
What in
everybody
the
hit the
world?
share button if you don't mind,
Yeah.
and it gives me all the people that I normally invite up top. Oh, JD just sent you an invite.
See, mine's just giving me a link. Why am I?
See, now you can go over and hit the invite to everybody.
What? In
I invited you to join the watch
Well,
party.
thanks, Mark.
Yeah. You guys don't mind, share. All right, let's jump in. I'll come back to this in a little bit. I'm just clicking. So let's go to I left my laptop, so I'm
Oh,
a little
yeah,
out of
okay.
whack
So I
today.
gotta orchestrate this whole thing.
You got to lay it out. All right.
Okay, so first we do caption this.
So we're going to jump
Which is
into
really fun.
caption this. For everybody that don't know how to play this game, we throw random images up. You guys play along in the comments section. We put random captions on pictures. All right,
Not
so
this
here's
one, though.
not this one. Here's something new that we're throwing out there this week. You know, we're trying to help local businesses, entrepreneurs. If you're promoting a book, if you're promoting fitness, like you're a personal trainer, if you're a musician, if you're a lawyer, any kind of thing that you're trying to get out. We're hitting about 1,000 people a week on this podcast, organic. And with your help, we're going to start promoting this a little bit more with some paid marketing. But as a whole, weekly, our page is reaching 30,000 people a week with all the crazy stuff I post on there. So for as low as $50, you can get sponsored on our podcast. So let's roll into the caption this. So, yeah, here we go.
We have to explain what's
We got to
happening.
explain for the podcast listeners.
Yes. So we got a guy standing next to a
It's a snow
igloo.
fridge.
It's a snow fridge made out of snow.
It's made out of snow. There's snow everywhere around him, and there looks to be snow bottles inside the snow fridge on snow shelves.
Snow beer,
Snow beer.
If it
What?
was real
mic
bottles,
your mic
it would be me in 20 years.
right?
Is that better?
Yes.
Thank you.
So yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna have some of this snow Bud Light and
Snow Light.
Snow Light and enjoy this snow day.
Yeah.
I'd be drunk, but there's snow beer.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That was really
That
good.
was a good one.
See how many bad puns we can do with it?
Yeah. Huh. Too bad this ain't some blow in this fridge.
99 bottles of beer in the fridge. 99 bottles of beer.
About to get mad and start making snowballs with these snow bottles.
No, this is what happens when you're in Canada, eh?
Well, did you do that or
It's a
so-
very good time.
Nice?
It's a good accent.
Thanks.
Yeah. What is this at the top of the fridge? Is he got like a logo up there or something? Like what's going on up there?
It says pit stop.
It's a
Why
pit
can't
stop.
I-
Oh, okay, a snow pit stop.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
There's no chance I'm getting drunk tonight.
There's no chance I'm drinking that.
Right.
Why is that one yellow?
I didn't see the yellow.
My daughter picked these pictures out, by the way, because she was trying to bribe me to hurry up and get out of the office to take her somewhere. I shot down like her first 3 pictures she sent me, and then she started hitting me with these. So these turned out pretty good. All right, moving on. Nothing to see here. Just mowing my driveway to try to get out of the snow.
Oh, in the snow.
Mowing the snow.
Redneck
for-
snowblower.
From a person who uses like, redneck ingenuity pretty often, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Right.
It actually is. Oh, we forgot to explain. So you got old guy
I think
Bob.
by now they get it.
Yeah, you got old guy Bob in a snowy like street out here, and he's mowing the road or the street with his lawnmower. For you guys that are just listening and not watching, and we're putting captions on it. And yeah, this is one way. I don't even know. I don't know.
The best time of the year to launch rocket cars.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Driving
go
down the
off
side of the
man.
road with a lawnmower.
The worst part is I'm pretty sure Mark's thought about doing this once or twice.
I have a leaf blower that I tried to blow snow with, and it didn't quite work.
That's
Wasn't
why you need a lawnmower.
lawnmower would have been better. It would have been better. But as Eric mentioned, definitely a good way to bust some windows with some rocks.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this guy, it's not his fault. He's old. He started mowing his lawn in April of last year.
he's
He's just now finished.
Taking
yeah,
a minute.
he's just now getting around and finishing it. And he's like, well, at least the grass ain't so high now.
I'm gonna cut it while the grass is low.
Yeah.
Killing 2 birds with one stone.
Exactly.
gosh.
Exactly. I feel like he's probably just trying to get out of the house and stop listening to his nagging ass wife. She's like, "Are you gonna mow the grass this year or what? It's wintertime and you."
Fine, I'll mow it today. It's the last
Right.
time I'm mowing it all
It's
year.
the last time I'm cutting this grass today, Margaret. I've done told you.
Margaret.
That's good.
No, why didn't you get out there while it's still safe?
Right, and she's trying to
Go
get
on, Harold.
right. She's
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
she's trying to get rid of him. Like, won't you go mow the grass or something? Make sure you put some clothes on though. It's kind of hot out there.
It's not crazy if it works.
Yeah, right. If anybody's got any captions, go ahead and throw them in there. Are we getting some?
Yeah, we got some.
Yeah.
If it's not crazy, it works.
We can always count on Terrence
Yeah,
to,
I had to do the
hook
Canada
us
voice
up.
again.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
I don't know. I don't know how to do the watch party, man. This is not working for me.
Oh man, you got to do it. We almost hit 1,000 last
what
week.
is? There's a car accident in this one.
Yeah, so this one is from North Carolina, and they had a
Wow.
snow, and there's a huge traffic jam. And up ahead, there's a little boy, like it seems like a dad is hanging him out the door. The door's wide open, and way up ahead, there's a car on fire. Caption this.
The state of Virginia with snow flurries.
Accurate.
95 when the government shuts down and it snows.
Everyone's lost. Don't know what to do then.
Right.
I want to know what's up with Fred's beds.
Oh my god.
There is a Fred's Beds truck kind of like
Excuse
right
me,
in the middle.
sir.
May I acquire a mattress?
I would gladly take one of those off of your hand and lighten your load.
It seems that I will not be reaching my destination. I'd like to check into the Fred's Bed truck, please.
Right.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Do you have room for two?
I feel like that
Airbnb?
might look. I feel like Fred's Bed's got the right idea though. He kind of just blocked the road with his big truck, and he's like, "Tax season is coming. I got your beds."
Is
is
that
where
or
it
he's
ends,
charging
folks.
by the minute?
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh my God.
yeah. Who knows what's going on in the back of that truck?
Oh man. Yeah, I got nothing else.
All right. I guess we can move on. So yeah, that was Caption This. Don't mind me looking at my phone. I'm just inviting everybody. Watch party. Feel free to share the
Yes,
podcast
please
if you're
share us.
enjoying. We're here every Monday from 10 to 11.
Join in the conversation.
We've added
Tell
a
your
new
friends.
host, JD Roberts over here.
JD.
He's a local.
Hey, JD.
Hey,
He's a local musician that I work with a lot. We do a lot of different things together. We collaborate on a lot of different projects. He also is an acoustic guitar player guy that sings some songs. He's got a band. He's a plumber. If you need your pipes
mediocre
fixed.
DJ.
He's a mediocre DJ. He'll be the first to
Okay.
tell you, like, hey, I can play some songs. I ain't really a DJ, but
He's
I can
got
play some
powered
songs.
speakers.
He does have powered speakers.
I even got a real
Okay.
fancy turntable thingy.
I've got to ask a question real
talked him
quick.
into
I have to
buying-
derail everyone. Is anyone else hearing buzzing in their headphones?
Buzzing. No.
Like
not
fuzz? No one else? If
No.
it's no one else,
Very
then it's
little.
just me.
It's
That's
probably
fine.
you. It's real low.
That's fine.
It's real faint. All right.
Okay. Oh yeah, you need the document.
Yeah, we need a document. Well, he's seeing if he can fix the fuzziness going on.
Who is Travis Scott?
Travis Scott is a rapper
I'm so happy you asked that question.
Okay.
that is married to one of the Jenner girls. I want to say Kylie. He's married to Kylie Jenner. He's a younger rapper. He's new. He's
Is
got
he like the mumble rap type
Yeah.
rapper, or like,
It's still
he's
there.
borderline.
It's
or,
not bad.
or like you can actually understand what he's talking
You can
about?
understand some stuff. He's got a new
Nice.
song with Drake. I mean, anytime Drake does a song with somebody, they got to be halfway decent.
It's just instant fame.
I mean,
So
yeah,
he's a mumble rapper.
kind of. Not
Okay.
not completely.
So anyways,
you can understand his music.
now we know who Travis Scott is. Okay.
Right, but let's get into the topic here.
Oh gosh, what is this ad?
Was that the first topic?
That is your first topic.
All right, so we're getting into our first topic here. Travis Scott. Let's go ahead and run to the slide here, guys. Hey, guys.
They're talking about stuff back there. We can start. We'll just start talking about it.
We're going into our
Hey.
first topic over there. Sorry, our producers was talking about something. So Travis Scott got hit up along with Maroon 5. Everybody knows who Maroon 5 is,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Boy from
Big
Outkast.
boy. Okay, yep.
Yeah, he always seems to make a comeback at random moments, Super Bowl being one of them. So Travis Scott really did something cool. I really don't, even though we talk about entertainment being one of our topics, besides the local entertainment, I really don't do a lot of entertainment topics. So I really thought this was a good topic to touch on. Travis Scott got hit up by the Super Bowl to perform,
Wow.
and he says that the only way he's going to perform is if they make a donation to a charity. So
Oh, that's okay.
I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't really read the article, so let's do that now. You know how I do. And for those of you who don't know who Travis Scott is, if you're not into hip hop music like I am, he's a upcoming rapper. He's pretty big now. He's doing some song. He's got a song right now called "Sicko Mode" with Drake. It's one of my favorite songs of his right now.
Oh, I've actually heard that one.
Yeah,
I've never heard it.
yeah, it's got Drake on it. It's a pretty good, popular song.
Yeah, I just have Maroon 5. I
Let's
agree.
Let's figure out what charity. Can we see what charity he's asking them to donate to? So Scott will make a $500,000
$500,000
donation to the Dream Corps, a social justice organization that pushes anti-poverty and environmental.
That's not bad.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I like it. And is Maroon 5 getting on board too?
I think so. I
Yeah.
would hope so.
Apparently, Rihanna and Jay-Z got on it too. Or no, I'm
No,
sorry,
they
they
declined to perform as a show for support for that one dude.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, we won't go into that.
Nah.
I'm not a fan of that topic. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So that's pretty
That's
cool.
really, I think, a good way to, get some
Positivity going.
positivity
Yeah,
going around
especially
the event.
around the whole
Absolutely.
NFL scandal type thing
Absolutely.
going on with all that controversy with, Trump. Trump seems to ruin a lot of things. Not that I am political at all, so I won't
Do you
go
think that
into
just
that.
Maroon 5 could do the Super Bowl show?
Of course they could do it alone. I mean, think about
I never knew they had that many people doing the Super Bowl halftime show.
I didn't
Oh,
realize
yeah,
this year. I
multiple
feel
artists,
like
yeah.
I didn't realize they did multiple either. Really, so
Because last year wasn't it just Justin Timberlake?
was it? I feel like
I
it
don't
might
know
have
who.
been.
Let's see who this last.
He did it
Was
by himself,
And
right?
it was Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, only thing I remember is he started in like a bar and like pretty much ran around the whole stadium before he got into the stadium to do the show.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always
Way more cardio than I'd ever think about doing. But
right.
Didn't Bruno Mars do a Super Bowl?
Yeah,
What am I
Bruno
thinking?
did one.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't really paid attention in so long. I disconnected cable and I'm on like
Yeah.
Fire Stick. I mean, I
Yeah.
can still watch it live if I want to. I'm sure
hey
there's
man,
a little
call
lag.
the NFL mobile app. Watch any game you want.
I mean, yeah, I can do that
Nice.
too. I really I'm not into sports.
A little laggy and Facebook ruins it for you, but
Right. So, I mean, I think that's pretty cool, though. Travis Scott made the NFL jump in on his calls, and, I like that.
Yeah.
So, moving
Pretty
on.
Nice.
So, that's my entertainment for the night.
All right. And Mark.
So,
moving
you know
on
me, to always talking about entrepreneur
Work,
stuff and
always.
work and making money because, that's what I live for besides my daughter, but she costs money. So, it all
so much money into
go-
food. The food.
The food, yes.
They
It's
always
always
eat.
the food. We're always eating. I can go to the store and spend like a couple $100 at the grocery store, and I'll still get talked into eating out at least twice a week.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's so easy to be.
You gotta
It's
squash that.
and it's funny. I'm always like, "Hey, can you lay out some chicken before you go to school?" And she'll be like, "Yeah, I got it." And then she'll hit me up after school while I'm at the office and be
I'm
like,
hungry.
"I'm hungry, and we didn't lay any meat out again. So where are we eating at?"
she's trying to help you continue that winter dad bod tour
Yeah,
that you've
I
been
mean,
talking
you know,
about.
She's just
yeah.
being thoughtful.
We did the summer dad bod tour, and I took a break, and now we're back at it.
He tried to get healthy. Then he decided that
Tried.
TJ Fridays.
We'll talk
Yeah.
a little bit more
We'll
about that
talk a little bit
later.
more about that. I think I'm gonna start spotlighting that a little bit too.
Yeah, good.
So,
I got one for you in a little bit.
All right. So to continue in the ways to improve in 2019, I think we can all agree that we could all use extra money in 2019, right?
And always.
Always. I
and
mean,
in years
if you're
gone.
if you're making enough money to where you don't need extra money, please come see me and share some of that money with me. Hell with your techniques. Just share the money. I will help you spend your money to get you down to the point where you need a side hustle. How
Always
about that?
accepting donations.
Always, yeah. Send that to PayPal, upsidedowninc@gmail.com works. I got Cash App. I got. I probably got every Facebook Pay. You can send it directly
that
through the
one's
messenger.
really
I pay
easy.
people like that all the time. JD can tell you from when we do stuff
And
together.
then whatever
I
you
could
send
tell
to
you
Mark, he's going to
too.
send to me.
Right.
Right?
I'm gonna send a little piece to everybody. So anyway,
Please
back to the
remember, I
topic.
have 3 children in case there's any reality in this.
Hey, I got a 2-year-old that eats like a grown man. I need some
I
extra money
believe it.
going
I
in my
believe
life.
it.
I have 3 children.
Right. She's got 3 kids.
I feel
Anyway,
like, I feel like we
we're
can share
losing-
the same
I have a
pain.
12-year-old.
we're losing track here. I got a 16-year-old that's getting a car this month. Damn it.
So, anyways.
Yeah.
Mark
Yes.
really needs the money.
Send money.
Give Mark donations and he'll share with us.
Right. I'll take pictures of us riding in the cool car that you help us buy. And when she wrecks it, I'll send you the bill.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't say that.
You know we always wreck the first car. I wrecked my first car.
Did you?
I mean, yeah. Did you?
I did not wreck my first car.
Did it
no.
just break down?
It did. It was
All
so
right.
old. It was a
It just broke down.
1989 Ford Tempo, and the oil pan.
Oh,
Ford
yeah.
Tempo.
Ford Tempos
Ford
are
Tempo.
yeah. You should have got an Escort. They never break down.
I didn't. I was given a car.
Right. I
That
guess
was
you
like
can't
an
be
old
picky.
lady's garage kept car.
Oh
so-
wow, and it still broke down.
And it still broke down.
Damn it.
You got to do maintenance on cars.
Well, yeah,
So
it's
remember-
funny. It's funny you say that. So my first car, right? I'm in high school. It's my senior in high school. I'm living with my friend. I wasn't living at home anymore, and I buy this car for like $500. And the dude's like, "Yeah, just it's got a little oil leak in it. Just make sure you keep oil in it." And I'm like, "All right, cool."
Oh,
Being a
gosh.
stupid kid that I was, I didn't work on cars growing up. I wasn't your typical, redneck kid that grew up in West Virginia changing oil and stuff. I didn't care to do any of that stuff.
Oh my goodness.
So I changed the oil. I took it and got the oil changed, and I'm like, all right, cool. I got the oil changed. I'm good to go, right?
Right.
you know, you're leaving from school and everybody wants to show off on their cars and shit and burn tires and all that. And I did that, and I hear this real loud like noise,
Oh, no.
and my car stops.
Oh no.
So I blew a rod, and my friend's dad comes to rescue me, and he goes, checks the oil first thing he does, because he was like, you know, you're supposed to keep oil in this because dude told you there was an oil leak. And I was like, yeah, I did. I changed the oil recently. So he pulls the dipstick out and he's like, yeah, this thing's bone dry.
Empty.
And I'm like, I felt like a dumb blonde at that point. I'm just like, but I changed the oil.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, out of all the vehicles I've ever had, I only wrecked one, and it was in the worst way. There was a tree stump in the middle of the road. For some reason, I just thought I could run right over it.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I haven't been in like a car accident that like I could have stopped until like recently. The car that I drive currently actually yeah, it was just one of those situations where like we're coming around a curve and there's a turn to the right, and instead of like pulling into the right, the lady in front of me like completely slammed on her brakes. And I was not expecting it, so our cars met each other.
So tell us, let's move on. I feel like we're getting off topic, but you guys comment in the comment section. Tell us about your wrecks. Let's find the most awesomest wreck.
That everyone was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll spotlight it next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, even better. I got all these free things I send out. I'll send you a $100 restaurant discount card. We'll pick the one.
That's a good one.
We'll pick
Keep up with that dad bod.
the most interesting one, and I'll contribute to your dad bod.
Okay, but in the meantime,
Back to the all right.
side
So there's
hustle,
8
so you
hustles.
pay for those repairs.
Right. So there's 8 side hustle jobs for 2019. You got number 1, online tutoring. There's plenty of sources for that. According to Glassdoor, average tutor makes $26,000 a year. So I mean,
Not bad.
it's not bad.
It's not bad. I
So
feel
that's a
like
part-time thing that you could make extra $25,000 a year from tutoring.
I feel like some that I see though, you have to have certain
Certificates.
qualifications.
Yeah.
So don't
Don't
go
let
in
that discourage
expecting,
you.
but don't let it discourage you.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't
Yes.
try to go, and tutor a medical student or something. But maybe my daughter did it once or twice.
Really?
Okay. She tutored my landlord's grandson for like math or something. She made a couple dollars. She didn't really put a lot of effort after that, but I feel like she could. And then there's all those websites. You know what I mean? There's tutor.com, Chegg, Chegg.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I've heard of tutor.com though. So then you got, of course, the Uber and the Lyft driver.
Again,
you can
there's
make
some
a lot.
restrictions.
There are some restrictions. You got to have a certain car. That's got to be a certain. Got to have full coverage insurance. I mean, you got to have a legitimate car with legitimate insurance.
Yes.
You pay for your own car and gas and your expenses. So it just depends on how much driving you're doing. But I feel like, especially around here in Fredericksburg, I'm always Ubering when I'm out drinking and partying.
You call Ubers.
I call Lyfts because
Okay.
Lyft's cheaper.
Oh, interesting.
Certain areas, it's weird. Like in the city, when I'm in DC and stuff, like doing my thing, DC Uber's cheaper.
Interesting.
So it just depends. I always check both though, and it's based on the time, how far you're going.
Sure.
They got that pool service now where you can do like ride with 2 or 3 other people, and it's cheaper. That might not work for like a date or something.
I've never taken an Uber or a Lyft.
Me
I
either.
think you
I've
should.
been playing music for like 4 years.
I think you guys should try it.
Why? I have a car.
Well,
I don't
you
go
must not.
places where I need a ride.
Well,
Just
I mean, you
try
got
it.
3 kids, so you probably don't drink a lot when you're out.
Correct.
Well, before I had a kid, not kids, just one that I know of.
I do it on a regular. I mean, I like to go out every now and then, so when I do, I take an Uber.
Nice.
Even if
It's
I
smart. It's smart.
It's
that you do
smart.
that, yeah.
Even if you drive your car somewhere, say you drive your car to the bar and you end up getting a little bit drunker than you planned on.
Yeah.
Instead of risking it,
Absolutely.
you take the Uber
Get a
home
ride.
and you figure out how to get your
Yes.
car tomorrow. Worst scenario, you Uber back to your car.
Exactly.
$50 is cheaper than $10,000 in
True that.
2 years of your life without a license.
Right.
Not-
I guess I've just never been in a predicament to get one.
or you just said hell with it and did it anyway.
No, I don't do those kind of things.
Right. Sure. So next, online services. Fiverr is a great one. I kind of use that to get things done versus doing things. It used to be when Fiverr first came out, everything was $5. So all services were $5. I mean, you could go on there and get anything done digitally. Voiceovers, websites, graphic design, all this crazy stuff for just $5.
Yeah.
Now it starts at $5.
Right.
So it even to play and field out
And
a
I
little
have
bit.
to remind you about the unicorn tattoo meme where it says there's always someone willing to do it cheaper. And it's
Yeah,
like
I mean, you get what you pay for.
So
Well, see, what I
Just
do
saying.
is, so there's normally 3 levels of gigs on Fiverr.
yeah.
You can get the basic, which is, hey, it's $5 and you get what I give you and you don't get no revisions.
Sure.
And that's what it is. And then you can do like the mid-grade one where it's like, all right, you get 3 revisions, blah, blah, blah. And then there's always an unlimited revision one.
Gotcha.
So just dependent. I mean, I've recently got a couple websites done for dirt cheap.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it just depends. You got to be smart about it, though. Don't just go with the first guy that has a low price thinking you're going to get what, you know what I mean? That's like going to the car lot and going, oh, there's a $500 Mustang over there. I'll take it. And then you get
it's gonna
it.
be great.
And it's not even got a transmission in it because you didn't read the freaking fine print.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Terrence has a couple for us. A friend does Instacart, which I've seen some people doing Instacart.
yes, I've heard about that recently.
Yeah. Do you do Instacart, Eric? Really?
you do it to make money, or you get it to get your food delivered?
I use it to get my food and not have to drag my son to the
Okay.
grocery
Excellent.
store.
Do
So
they
you're a
buy the
customer.
meat for you if you need like chicken and stuff? Will they bring you?
Yeah,
Okay, that's my big issue with the
because
Walmart
how
pickup.
picky they are,
Yeah.
like what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Yeah. I actually have a friend that recently said that she was doing the delivery thing for food.
Nice.
So, I mean, that's cool. I think it's cool that all these apps like that are popping up because back in the day, like, I've always been an entrepreneur and always read the entrepreneur magazines and how to make money. And it's funny, over the last 10 years, that was always like one of the ideas to make money. And I was always just like, how am I going to market that? Let me go knock on people's doors and be
Right.
like, hey, you need me to deliver your groceries this week so you ain't got to
sound
do
like
it?
a creep,
Nope,
but
you
can I
just
go
need-
get your groceries?
You
for
just
Right.
need an app to do it, and
Now
suddenly
there's an
people
app.
trust you.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. So it just goes to show you, if you got an idea, sometimes you just got to find a way to capitalize on it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So some guy that had a little bit of money probably reached out to an app developer and was like, hey, create
Let's
this
build
app.
this,
Let's
yeah.
build this app, and then we're going to put some money into marketing, and we're going to get it out there.
That's right.
And nowadays, anything cool on an app kind of just sells.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So,
apparently, substitute teachers in Stafford
Yes,
make
I just seen
$95
that.
a day.
yeah, I just
I
seen
feel
that.
like that's probably pretty competitive across the board.
Yeah, and you really don't need a degree for that. I have a friend down in King George that, I mean, he coaches baseball, so I'm sure that had something to do with getting his foot in the door.
Mhm.
And he's from King George, but he ended up being a substitute teacher, and then ended up bringing him on full time.
Wow, that's great.
And he still doesn't have a degree.
So they have TaskRabbit, Virtual Assistant on here also, which kind of fall under that same category
Babysitting,
of like digital stuff.
all that digital stuff, baking or cooking.
This is one of my favorites. I used to do with a friend of mine, watching now, gift baskets
Nice.
during the holidays, and we'd bake stuff, and it did pretty good. Like,
Nice.
Yeah, you might be surprised. I got a friend of mine who does all baked goods out of her home, and she's constantly getting orders. So that's, if you
Yeah.
like baking, try that one out. It's a
No,
little
that's
bit
cool.
outside
The
of the
babysitting.
box.
I mean, the flipping thing is one of my favorite ones. I've done this one forever.
Oh, like flipping anything.
Just
I've
flip
done this in
anything.
houses.
So you can, I mean, literally, you can go to Goodwill now. Now, here's a freebie I'm going to give you guys to make money. Very easy. So Amazon has a barcode scanner.
That's right. It's an Amazon thing.
It's an Amazon app that's an add-on to Amazon where you can scan a barcode and it instantly looks it up on Amazon and tells you how much it's worth.
Yeah,
What's the going price.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty sure eBay has one. So, perfect example. I was at Goodwill one day and I'm looking through the video section and the book section, and I come across one of those get rich video series, and I was like, I know this is worth some money. It's like $2. So I scan it, and it popped up on Amazon for like $300.
Wow.
And I was just like,
Wait, what was it again?
it was like one of those real estate flipping courses or just get rich video courses. You know me, all about some getting
So
rich.
it's like a video set.
It was just a video set.
They went for $300.
It was going for like $200-$300 on Amazon.
Yeah.
So, and you know, Amazon's so simple. You throw it up there and you just let it set. And it's not like eBay where you got to run auctions, and if nobody bids on it, you got to relist it. Amazon
Someone will buy it.
I was
You just
watching
throw
this
it up
video.
there.
I just saw this video like 2 weeks ago. There was some kind of Monopoly game, and they were selling at Walmart for like $12. So this guy
They were
was
flipping
buying
it.
all of them, and he was
Yep.
selling them on Amazon for
Probably
like $80.
Probably the Cheaters edition that
Wow.
just
Yeah.
come out that sold out.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. I mean, he was showing in the video, he had like a minivan. It was just stacked up. He's
Yeah.
like, I have
That's
298 games right now.
wild.
He
Yeah.
was like, and 200 of them have already
That's-
sold.
That is so
It's
wild.
crazy though. Anything that's like popular like that sells out. Once they sell out in the stores, if you're setting on I mean, it's the rule of thumb: supply and demand. If you're setting
Yes.
on it and it's sold out,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to be able to like.
What was it, the Hatchimals that
Yeah,
went crazy?
now
And the
they're in
ba-
the
it
stores
was the
for like
Baby
next
Shark
to
thing
nothing.
this year.
The Baby
Exactly.
Shark.
For a
So I mean,
minute.
if you're really on top of trendy stuff like that, or
Yeah.
AK, you got a bunch of little kids,
Buy
you probably
one real
know.
quick, stash it.
Stash it and hold on to
Yeah,
it.
that Baby Shark thing, my stepmom was going to buy it for my son.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, it's all sold out. And on Amazon, they're asking for like $250.
No.
She goes, I'm going to get an email when they get them back in stock. I
Yep.
said, yeah, and they'll go back to like $19.99.
Next to nothing.
Exactly.
So
That's
back to
good.
what I was saying. So I threw this thing up on Amazon. It took a month or two, and finally one day I got a notification: your item is sold. Ship it now.
Nice.
I'm like, cool.
Good.
So moving on, we're dragging ass tonight. 10 cute things dating in 2019 that are actually huge red flags.
Oh gosh.
So
I could probably tell you each.
there's a bunch. Some of them I agree with. I actually read through these. Some of them I agree with. Some of them I don't. So you got these people that post everything about you and your
Yeah.
relationship on social media.
That's just weird.
That is very
It's
weird.
just weird.
Stop doing it.
No one wants
I don't
to
want
know.
to see pictures of every single date.
Nope.
I don't want to get the status update. Oh,
You can always
gone.
unfriend them.
I unfollow now instead of unfriending because
Okay.
some people I want to remain friends with because every now and then I get
Sure.
bored and I
You don't
want to
wanna
see
hurt
their drama.
feelings,
It's a
that
soap
kind of
opera. Not
thing.
even that I don't want to hurt their feelings. It's just I like the soap opera sometimes.
okay.
It's just
Okay.
I don't want to see it every day. So I'll unfollow them and they quit popping up in my feed. So the next one is they text you all day every day. I hate that. I hate
Yeah.
that. I hate it. It's those people like if you don't text back, like I kind of do
We're
that with
grown-ups
I kind of
now.
do that with Alex because she's horrible at responding to texts.
I am horrible at responding.
I'll text her like early in the day about something and I won't hear a
Mark's
response for
calling
like
me out.
3 days. And then I'll be like, hey, kind of today, I was like, hey, we're doing a podcast tonight, right? Are you coming?
You didn't see me
I sent it
uploading
Facebook.
things?
Yeah, way after the fact. I sent her a
Don't
Facebook
feel bad.
message.
He does it to
a
me
text.
all the time.
My
I do
phone was
JD
in
like
the-
that. I don't know. I'm just a very techie guy, and I've always got my phone nearby.
Like, I drive for a
don't.
living.
Yeah.
I drive for a living, and like I'll feel my phone go off while I'm driving,
then you just
I'll go.
ignore
I'll
it.
get to it later. I'll look at it, and I
Sure.
got like 39 messages
Yeah.
all from Mark.
Yeah.
I have a child who's literally addicted to my telephone.
Well, you guys need
So
you need
she'll
another
just
phone.
run away with it, and then it's dead. And I'm
Why do
trying
we
to
need
message
another
some-
phone?
Or you need voice to text, the one that goes, Mark is texting you for the
I
fifth
need-
time.
I gotta
Respond.
Put my kid in.
Yeah, I don't want my
device
earpiece
rehab.
talking to me all day.
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
mean, I don't text a lot. It's just when I'm in when I'm in train of thought.
What
That
is
Does
like,
he
in the
complain to
zone?
you about me not texting back?
right,
He complains to me about a lot of stuff.
I'm just gonna blow up your phone real quick.
right.
Start texting them the alphabet one at a time.
I
That's
text
great.
I text back immediately though. So anyway, and
I'm
your
just
friend
gonna say
even,
that's a
look,
lie.
your friend says yes, she's horrible at texting back. Yeah, see?
My friend?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
who said that?
yeah, your girl.
Who was it?
Yeah, your girl. I
Oh,
can't
crap.
pronounce her name.
I'm getting all
how do
kinds
you
of
how
called
do
out
we
right
say
now.
her name? So
Petunia?
Petunia. All right,
Okay, her name's not Petunia.
that's her
But
fake
it's-
Facebook name.
Petunia is a flower. Petunia?
I don't
Mark
know.
said Petunia. Did anyone else hear that? Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
Petunia.
I knew I was going to butcher it. So yeah, number
Petunia.
2, they text you all day. Like, yeah, if they need constant attention,
little
love, and
bit
praise,
much.
it's exhausting and embarrassing. It's often a mask against feelings of deep insecurity and self-loathing.
Right.
Okay. They're always in a relationship. There's tons of those. It's like those memes you see that's like, how are you going to fall in love 5 times this year? I can barely like find a
Oh
date.
my
Oh, my
gosh,
new favorite one
those.
is like the people who've been dating for 3 months and then they're
They're in
engaged.
love,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they break
Very-
up.
And very few and far between are those legit is the problem. And then it
Yeah.
makes it sour for everyone else, and everyone else
It's like
is kinda
crying
just
wolf.
Like, "Come
It's like
on,
crying wolf.
guy."
When it actually does happen, you're like, yeah, right, whatever.
Exactly.
You know what I've seen probably 6 times just over the past couple months is people who used to date like 4 or 5 years ago.
They're
Like, when I
getting back
first met them-
together?
Yeah, they're getting
It's
back
tax
together, and
season,
then they're
bro.
getting married.
Oh,
It's
wow.
tax time, bro. They're trying to get
wow.
that fat tax return right now. I mean, come on now. You got, yeah, you know how it goes. I mean, that never worked for me, but I know people that do it. So they
I feel
blow
like you
off.
get less money if you. Anyways.
Yeah, so they blow off their own friends to do things with you instead. I feel like this is common though, like especially in the beginning when you got that
Yeah.
ooh,
The cupcake
it's
phase.
new,
Yeah.
the new phase, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just dropping everything to hang out with Susan because she's so awesome.
Right.
And then 2 months in, you're just like, your friends are like, yo, dude,
We never see
like
you.
we don't do anything anymore.
Sure.
Susan's that great. Like you haven't been out to like happy hour in like 2 months.
Yeah, that becomes really bad. That's a real problem.
It is bad.
When
And then when you're
one
done,
person in the relationship is like, don't hang out with your friends.
right? It's
That's
horrible.
when that's a
It's
real
horrible.
red flag. Pay
I don't have
attention
many
to
friends
that
I hang
one.
out with anyway, but still, if I did, I wouldn't want anybody to do that.
Right.
So, if you're just joining us, lots of people are joining us. We're talking about red flags in dating for this year to go by.
Watch them.
Yeah, watch out for these red flags. This one I don't necessarily agree with. It says if
The
they're
fun
the
one in the
fun one
group?
of the friend of their friend group, watch
Yeah.
out. I don't know. I guess for a guy, if the girl is always the fun one in the group, she's normally the drunk, sloppy, crazy one. So yeah,
Yeah.
it applies. I feel like on the other side though,
okay,
if
they're saying that basically that person most likely has a drinking problem. So that's what this article is saying. So
that's typically how it
just-
plays out too. Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
be a fun friend, the fun friend, without having a drinking problem. I think what they meant to say here is if they're always drinking to have fun, they might have a drinking problem.
Right. Well, let's look at
Yeah.
it from a girl side. So if you're like talking to a new guy and like you have like a group outing, your friends, his friends, and he's like the energetic, fun one out of the group, would you think that was a red flag? Just without, if he wasn't like the drunk, sloppy one, he was just fun and outgoing.
The initial starting point of everything, no.
Exactly.
No. You
See, that's why
can't-
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with that one.
Right, I'm with you.
This one, I kind of I don't like this one. They order things for you at restaurants,
Who
or
does
they
that?
answer questions for you.
Who
I
does
feel like
that?
that's married people. Like when you're married,
Sure,
maybe
you know what
because
they
I know
want,
what
they
you
went to the
want.
bathroom,
Yeah, exactly.
like-
All right, yeah, she'll have the shrimp and the
That's why
steak,
we
and
came
she
here.
likes wine. Yeah, that's different. But like we just started dating, and we go out on a dinner date,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, he'll take a hamburger, and I'll take shrimp.
Yeah.
No, you don't know what I want.
That's
like,
really
don't
weird.
order for me. So, and this one is like a catch-22 because I feel
Yeah.
like everybody talks about their exes, but when
And I don't think
someone,
there's really anything wrong with that either.
I don't necessarily think there is,
It
but
depends
then
on how in depth I think
right,
they go
it depends
into it.
on
I think it depends
are
on
they
how
bashing
often.
them, or are they
or
like
comparing.
is it
Sure.
comparing, or is it they're just saying, hey, these are certain things I didn't like about my ex, to kind of give you like a heads up for things they don't
Exactly.
like.
Right.
It just depends, but there are those situations where someone just goes on and Fred this and Fred that.
I think
I'm like, well, why don't we just call Fred, invite him out to the date? Because I'm like,
You want to make them a part of
that's
this
all-
conversation,
yeah.
so let's bring him
Let's
here.
just bring him
Yeah.
in. Let's FaceTiming for the dinner.
Yeah, that and another thing is always comparing to an ex.
Yeah, I don't like that
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, if that's going on,
I don't like it.
run.
To me, that means you're not over him yet. I can say from experience if I sit around and talk about an ex, it's normally because I'm still like mourning over them.
Sure.
So here's one that I feel like a lot of people are going to disagree with, but if they buy you expensive gifts for no reason at all, it's like kind of like it's cool, but then again, you got to stop
Yeah.
and ask yourself, are they like just trying to buy your love? Are they trying to buy you?
Are you
I
familiar
think there's
with
an important X factor for that one. Like, how much money do they make? Because
That's
some people
true.
that make stupid money buy expensive
can
gifts,
Just
and
because.
it doesn't mean
Because
And it
they
anything.
can.
doesn't
Exactly.
exactly.
No, it's funny you say that because I've had situations like that where I felt bad because I'm like, I can't reproduce these
right,
things.
I can't reciprocate.
I can't give you this kind of stuff back. And they're like, well, don't worry about it. It's cool. Money's
Right.
not a thing to me. I don't care. I
Sure.
got it. So you're right. You know what I mean? It just goes back to, are they doing it to buy you, or are they doing it because they have the money and they just like spending
Like,
money?
I
Are you-
think it's more of an issue when like they're spending all of their
Yeah,
money
that's
on
a
gifts.
really
when
That's
you
big
know
what's
they
problem.
don't have the money,
That's a
then
self-esteem
they're
thing, I
probably not confident, or they're probably doing something they shouldn't be
and
doing.
some people, I don't know if you guys are familiar with love languages. some people, that's one of the things they like to do. That's like showing their
Right.
affection. So that, is a good place for a
See, I
conversation.
don't,
if you're getting little gifts all the time, and be
yeah,
like, hey, this
I
is
don't
weird. And
like buying gifts for people.
That's okay, some people do.
I just don't.
Some
It's not
people
my
do.
thing. I'm
I
cheap.
still never got my Christmas present either.
I know. I got it. It's at the store. Let
You
me
guys are
grab it.
exchanging Christmas presents?
No Secret Santa
I have
this
to
year.
text Mark, excuse me. I'm just-
Right. Right. Ian said just give him dirty underwear. She's silly. So, yeah, and here's another one. It goes in the same thing. It's like they do things for you too often without you asking for help. Sometimes that could be annoying.
Yeah, that's...
Sometimes it's borderline. Sometimes it's annoying, and then other times it's like if you know I'm struggling with something, then you jump in there and help with it. I'm going to be thankful. But then
Right.
other times it's like,
What if you're trying to have me time?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need your help. So that's that. Where are we at?
I'm sorry, I was going to look at the comments.
For everybody just joining us,
Oh, we got one more on this list.
oh, there's one more,
They
and the
get
very last
jealous.
one is they get jealous of other guys or girls in your life. Yeah, I don't like that
I don't
because
like that either.
I have a lot of friends that are girls, and I still am friends with a lot of exes. And then there's just random flings that that didn't go anywhere that I'm friends with. You know what I mean? So I don't, and I like to be able to mention them without somebody
It
getting
being
jealous
a
about
thing.
it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm really bad about going too in depth about those things and going, yeah, I banged her when I probably shouldn't say that.
You probably shouldn't say those
But
things.
I don't want it to be an issue later.
Oops.
You know what I mean?
That's true if someone else brings it up because
yeah,
they knew.
somebody goes, yeah,
So
Mark.
maybe the way that you were
I don't know how you approach that.
wording it is like, maybe this needs to be like a side conversation later. Like, just so you know,
Just
if
so you
anyone
know.
ever brings it up, there was a little stint.
Right. It was a fling, nothing serious. We're cool now.
There you go. That's all
Won't
you
happen
do.
again.
Yeah.
But then I feel like people worry. It's like, oh, well, you guys slept together, so you probably will again if you get a chance. You know what I mean? But there's been situations where I've slept with someone and I don't want to do it again, but we're still friends.
And that's
What's wrong with that?
That's the thing you say when everyone's in the room.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general, there's been situations like that where it's been a random situation and I've ended up doing some things with a friend. And then I'm like, hey, that was weird. Let's don't do that again.
That was weird.
Let's don't do that again. So anyway, moving on.
Gosh.
Eric's going to kill us.
Those
We're going to
red
run over
flags.
tonight.
Are we going to run over
Yeah.
tonight?
WTF
We
news
go
of the
real
week.
fast.
Won't let me post the podcast.
Right.
Oh gosh, hurry up, Mark, read fast.
WTF.
But first,
Yeah, right. But first, again, if you want us to help you get your small business out, your new book, whatever it is you want to get out there, hit us up.
Yeah.
As low as $50 a month. We might even go lower than that. Who cares? I just do that together real quick. We're looking for sponsors. Help us out. So, WTF News of the Week is a little segment we do every week where we share crazy news. First off, I know a lot of people seen this one.
Yeah, this one's been popular.
This one's been a
week.
popular.
It has been
A
floating around
woman
the
gets
interwebs.
banned from Walmart drinking wine from a Pringles can
Yeah.
on an electric cart.
Oh, she was on the cart? I didn't know that. I didn't even read this article. The
Yeah.
headline was enough.
So I dug into it because
Remember that alone time that we were talking about?
so the original one I found wasn't
this
in
is
depth.
what I do.
So they found her.
Just trying to get shit hammered in Walmart,
Right.
right?
Leave me alone.
Right,
Stop
leave
texting
me alone.
Throwing caution to the
Right.
wind.
So look, they discovered it at a nearby restaurant. And look, this earned her a lifelong ban from Walmart.
Oh
Not
my
no 30-day, no 60-day, no 6 months. Lifelong ban
Is
from
she
Walmart.
on like every Walmart wall at this
I
point?
wonder.
The Walmart wall. When Walmart
The
puts
Wal-
you on their own wall of
Lifetime
shame.
ball.
Can you
yeah.
imagine trying to explain that to the new employee? Be like, shit,
Well, it's
come in.
funny. We're going
Why
to go
not?
into that. So look, skipping all that. So they found some Twitter articles, so people were just going in on her. So somebody started riding around the parking lot at 6:30 a.m. Sour cream and wine.
Sauvignon?
Yeah.
Wine.
I don't know that word, so I just said wine. I knew it was a fancy word for wine. So somebody goes, once again, I'm being attacked for presenting new ideas. Then we got, I guess, the girl herself. There was no need to get the police involved. I was minding my own business and living my best life.
Oh my gosh.
punch her in the face now.
Yes. Somebody else chimes in to protect, to kind of support and goes, drinking wine from a Pringles can should not be a crime.
That's ingenuity right there.
Yes. And then there's a picture of a bunch of Pringles cans, and it says, "Here's a set of Pringles wine goblets."
That's genius.
This is awesome. And then the Steve guy goes,
Recycling, reduce, reuse, recycle. Good job.
"Can we give her props for recycling the can and having a low carbon footprint with her cart?" Ian says, "Walmart wall of shame." Yes, for sure. And then Kathy Griffin says, "And the problem is."
I see nothing wrong here.
I mean, that's smart because never once will I look at somebody and be like, "What you got in them Pringles cans?"
Right.
What's
I
in there?
mean,
Until
I feel
they're
like
glug, 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 glug,
Yeah,
glug.
I mean, even then at that point, they're probably just trying to get the crumbs out the bottom.
I mean,
you know?
I eat my Pringles cans
Slowly.
like I eat my Pringles like I toss them up. You know what I mean? That's how I eat my Pringles. I'm like, so I mean,
I gotta
if somebody
go.
turns that to
I
a gift,
s-
I'm
look,
That's
done.
how you end up not having to share your Pringles.
Exactly.
You just got
Nobody
you tilt,
wants
you
them
tilt the
after
can
that.
up once. Nobody's following that.
yeah, I do the bag like that, the bag of chips like that. My daughter gets on to me all the time. I'm like, really? I wanted some of those, and I'm like, dude, I'm your dad. Have some. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I wouldn't think anything if I was walking through Walmart and I seen somebody chugging a can.
I wouldn't either.
I would just be like, hey, that's some good Pringles.
That's smart.
It is smart. It's a good way to like just disguise it.
I mean, like I thought when I was like 19, I was slick when I put a beer can inside of a McDonald's cup.
yeah.
I thought I was slick then, but wine in a Pringles
Smart.
can?
Yep. It's a whole new level.
That's
She probably
smart.
has
Has
multiple
his.
children.
Sipping on my Mike's Hard Lemonade.
What?
Well, it's Wicked Red's Black Cherry.
That's nowhere close to Mike's Hard.
So next up we got, I know everybody's seen this one. Costco drops a 27-pound bucket of mac and cheese with a 20-year shelf life.
What?
That's actually sold out already.
Wow.
Sold out.
Between my girlfriend and my son,
My daughter would eat this up.
it would be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly this was
What
supposed
if
to.
it's
How many
not
servings
good?
was it? So it's a 27-pound tub. They had servings somewhere. Where's the servings at? How many servings?
180 servings.
180 servings of macaroni and cheese. How long do you think that
Wow.
lasts around your house,
With a
JD?
3 months.
20-year
3 months.
shelf
Maybe.
life.
Maybe.
Wait, am I involved in this or?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, like midnight snack. I'd just be sitting there with the whole drum.
The
Just
whole thing.
Well,
of
that's the
mac
thing.
and
Is it
cheese.
pre-made? Is this
Just
like?
sit here with a trowel and a bucket of macaroni and cheese in my lap, watching
fine.
cartoons in the middle of
I
the
mean,
night.
how does that work though? Is it pre-prepared and it's sitting there? Let's read about it here. Let's go. It goes.
$89. That's not bad.
No, it's a great price.
that's a great deal.
That is not
Separate pouches of pasta and cheddar cheese sauce. Oh no, you gotta
Oh, you
make
gotta
this.
pre-make
you gotta
it.
make
50
it.
cents a serving.
You gotta
That's
make
not
it.
bad at
Yeah,
all.
nah.
You know these businesses have got to be picking that up though.
Oh,
Like all
yeah.
these restaurants.
You gotta make it. So it
You know, they
says.
did a bucket of Nutella too.
Yeah, that was the
Can you
next
really?
one. Yep.
have one. Costco has
7-pound
one.
tub. Yep, that was the next one that
Yep.
ends the article with that. Says.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, Costco listed the product under all emergency foods on the website,
Okay.
and it's sold out already.
That's smart.
They sold out.
Nice work, Costco.
Yeah, it was a good one. Clever.
That was.
So our last WTF news of the week for me is Richmond government threatens to shut down unless Nova
Wait a second.
unless Nova pays for a wall at Fredericksburg border because
Have
they're
a
trying
nice
to
week, Richmond.
right. So they're trying to separate Richmond. They're trying to separate Richmond from Nova, and the wall goes up in Fredericksburg.
Just-
Is what they're saying.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
It's actually not. It's not a bad idea. But I feel like if you're in Fredericksburg,
Who do we want to keep out? I think we should just
wanna
build a
keep-
wall around.
Which side are you on? That's the question.
We're keeping out Northern Virginia.
what side are you on if you're in Fredericksburg? I don't really go to Richmond much.
Really?
Truthfully,
So
I don't
you
really
wanna
go to
keep
Richmond.
Richmond
I'm
now?
going to Nova,
Look,
dude.
I don't
But
go to
Nova's-
Nova or Richmond.
Where do
Nova's
you go?
Where our traffic
I go
comes
west.
From.
I go to Maryland.
He goes to
where
Maryland.
I think
mean,
that's west.
I don't go. I go to Northern Virginia and DC more than I go to Richmond or Maryland.
Nova's
That's like
causing
my stomping
all of our
grounds.
traffic.
Well,
Nova
see,
is
you
all the
DJ,
traffic.
so you go north.
Well, yeah,
I play country music. Country music is a thing over in Maryland. It's
true.
not
true.
a thing in
Nah,
Northern Virginia.
Nova is not that big of a deal.
I live in Fredericksburg and have to drive around here. So at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, when everyone
Everybody gets home from Nova. Yeah.
Build the wall.
Build the wall. So it says for months they've been talking about this in Richmond. They've argued over funding for a building of a 15-foot wall near the Fredericksburg metro area.
Oh, this is really the story.
This is really a thing.
I was getting ready to ask.
This
This
is
is
really
not a
the
joke.
story.
This
I thought
is
they were
not a
talking about
joke.
the other wall.
I feel like
No.
this is about to go into a whole new debate now.
So
'Cause I
look-
thought this was a joke.
No, this ain't a joke. Republicans argued that through renegotiated trade deals and a potential tax on the tolled portion of
I cannot
95,
believe this.
Northern Virginia will ultimately pay for the wall.
What is the wall gonna do?
Yeah, Nova.
Shut
Why
down.
do we need
It's
one?
like it's going to separate it. What are we doing? I don't want to read all
A
this.
state border.
It's a border, man.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's going.
Real Virginians don't want to use some guy who's born in New York telling them that Domino's pizza sucks. They don't. Oh, it's because of like politicians.
It's politician stuff. Now they're talking about
Stretch from
$10
King
happy
George through
hours.
Spotsylvania, cutting across downtown Fredericksburg and continuing towards Warrenton. Would have gates and immigration checkpoints along.
Yeah, they're serious about this shit.
This is not. This is from
Dude,
like
this-
the Onion.
Somebody
the
post.
Piedmont. This
No,
is
this is
satire.
real, bro.
This is not
This is real.
No,
Post
it's
the
What
not.
is the Piedmont?
post the link. Post the link.
The Piedmont.
Virginia's most trusted news source.
No, Mark. Read that other word.
What does that word mean?
Satirical? Do you know what satire
No,
is?
no.
This is just like the Onion.
It's
For-
fake, Mark.
It's
For
fake,
Virginia?
Mark.
Damn it. It sounded
Do you
so
know
real.
I saw the study that said that like baby boomers posted the most fake news online, Mark?
I'm not a baby boomer. I just seen it,
It just
okay?
has the mentality
seen
of
it.
one.
All
The
right.
Piedmont.
I like it.
Okay, I'm gonna post the link.
Still post
Man,
it. Let's let everybody else read it because I think it's real. It looks
Man.
pretty real to me.
It was a good idea, whoever thought of this. Build that wall.
Build the damn wall. Build the wall, Terrence
You
says. Build the
guys,
wall.
That is so funny.
It is funny. So, I mean, either way,
Wow.
if we have an onion for local news, I think that's
That
fucking
was
great.
good. That I'm glad to know that.
That's great. So,
This episode's gonna end up being a two-parter.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it in two
You
parts.
have so much left. You haven't even gone through local entertainment yet.
I think we do.
So, Skip. Damn
do we
it.
want to do the entertainment? Or do we want to do caption?
I
I can do mine.
I mean, how?
I can do
so
all
we
of
can't
mine
go over
next
it all.
time.
We're
The thing is, there is an issue with the file size for the podcast.
okay.
Once the file gets too big, it can't be posted. It would have to be split into 2 episodes.
So should we conclude this
So
with
just
part
no,
one?
just cut it. Split it. That'll be fine.
And just release it at the same time. 2
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah, that's fine because I don't want to cut it. Yeah, that's fine. It'll just be part 1, part 2. Oh well.
Oh well.
All right, so
we'll
back
still,
to it.
We'll still kind of
So caption,
The
yeah,
rest of it. Oh,
caption
you got your,
this.
You got your entertainment.
Oh, local entertainment. So I come across some two cool events. Victoria actually helped me with this. My daughter helped me with these too. I've been seeing this for months. So Christine Nikotakis, Jim Nikotakis' daughter. For you guys that don't know about Nikotakis, we all kind of do. They own, Spirits, Bourbon Room, Central Station, all those bars downtown.
Oh, okay.
She actually came up with a great idea. A onesie bar crawl.
Oh, that's pretty great.
Like,
A onesie. You put a onesie on and we're
Oh,
crawling all the
drinking.
bars. And she
Yeah.
actually included other bars outside of their bars.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was really cool.
oh, you got an event for this?
There's an event page, yeah.
Post the event page.
It's yeah, post it in the comments for everybody that might want to go to that. Because I'm
I might partake in this.
I'm actually off this weekend.
You're gonna go get a onesie.
And there's actually
participate?
onesies at Walmart. And I might just get a onesie.
I mean, you mean like the onesie pajama things?
It's
and
a
Yeah,
stuff.
the
onesie. It's
onesies-
a grown-up onesie.
Yeah, the
man.
grown-up onesies. So they're going for anybody that's interested. We posted a link. It's a bar crawl downtown. They're doing Grapevine, of course. Colonial Tavern. I don't know how to say that smokehouse bar.
Billikens.
Billikens Smokehouse. It's a newer one. Spirits, Happy Endings, Bourbon Room, and Jay's Downtown Sports Lounge.
So it's all in downtown
Nice.
Fredericksburg.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
downtown's bar crawl.
Yeah.
Can we set up our own with like a party bus and
We
just go
could.
to all these
We
crazy
could.
different places?
So look, they're actually giving. It's a nonprofit type thing. They're supporting homeless children, families. Yeah, so I
That's
mean that's
cool.
pretty cool, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to Christine Nikotakis
That's excellent.
and crew for that one. I like it a lot. I should have hit her up and told her we were going to spotlight it. So of course, this shameless self plug, but it's
Oh,
not really
yeah.
shameless.
It's not shameless at
We
all.
got our Friday night karaoke series over at Amy's Cafe. We're
Mhm.
supporting local nonprofits every month. It's a new one this month. We're still on how do you say that? I'm suck at pronouncing stuff.
Ellie's Elves?
Ellie's Elves. They're it's a fundraiser they started for a kid that had cancer, and now they're just kind of keeping it going and
They help all kinds
helping
of
all
families.
kinds of
Yeah, they're
families.
awesome.
Crisis.
I did
and,
a color run with them.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
a couple
good.
years ago.
They are pretty
Nice.
awesome. I haven't. Alex is actually hosting this karaoke now. I started the first month, and now she's kind of taking over for me. And I think they've been out there, right? They've been coming out.
they've been out each time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be changing up the local nonprofits every month. We signed on for a 3-month run with Amy's, but the way it's looking, I think we're going to keep this thing going because it's been pretty busy, right?
It's been hella busy.
Yeah, the first month was pretty good, and now this
People
month.
are like disappointed when I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Listen to some music.
Right. A lot of singers. There's a lot of singing going on.
It's the whole time. And as a karaoke DJ,
That's
and
awesome.
someone who loves karaoke, when you get a crowd that just wants to sing the
That's
whole
great.
time,
That's what we want.
that's exactly what
yeah,
we want.
because
And
it's weird when nobody's singing. So that
the
works
first
out.
week we did for Ellie's Elves, we did $325 in charity, and then this week, the second week, we did $405.
It's awesome. Everybody's been because we've been doing a 50-50
really good.
raffle, but so far everybody's donated the money back. So
Yes.
that's really cool of
Yes.
them. First month I didn't have that. They wanted that money when they won.
Really?
Yeah, and it was right around Christmas too. So it might have just been that they were right around Christmas.
Not everyone understands. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but I'm
Yeah.
going to. It's kind of an etiquette thing.
I think
when
it
you're
is.
doing a 50-50 raffle for charity.
You give
now
it back.
it's different
You give
if
it
it's a
back.
different kind of event.
Right.
And they're
It's just the 50-50.
Exactly.
If the house is taking half and the
Exactly.
well, that's not the case. We're giving
Exactly.
our half to the nonprofit.
Right.
So, and also we're giving away a 2-night getaway
Mm-hmm.
for the winning singers.
Yeah.
We've been doing a guy and a girl for that. So you guys come on out. It is from 8 to 11.
8 to 11.
No
Amy's
cover.
Cafe.
Amy's Cafe down under
No
the bridge.
cover. Drink specials.
Drink specials. It's actually
Karaoke.
sponsored by Saveka Vodka.
Yeah.
We're,
Oh yeah, I had some swag.
did you get some vodka swag last week?
I gave it out. I didn't take any with
Well,
me.
no, that's what I'm saying. You had
Yes,
something to give
yes,
out? All right,
yes,
cool.
yeah.
I didn't know if my liquor rep delivered that. Shout out to
Yeah.
Todd. Thanks for that. We got some Fireball swag we've been throwing around. I was supposed to bring JD a new beanie. He's wore his out. He's a big supporter. He's a big Fireball beanie supporter.
Excellent.
I'm a big free supporter.
He said he likes free 30, free
Yeah.
39. So yeah, cool deal. Now, speaking of entertainment, we got JD in the house with us tonight. For you guys that don't know, we got JD Roberts. He's a
Thanks,
local
Terrence.
musician locally that I've worked with a lot over the last, how long have we been working here? Like
Probably 3 years.
3 years so far. We do a lot of stuff together. We started a little entertainment company together, SoCo Entertainment. We did a lot of, he's transitioned from the acoustic guy. He had a band. I got him into the DJing thing. Now he's kind of like
I'm the world's most mediocre DJ.
yeah, he's a mediocre DJ,
What do you
but
play? Guitar?
Yeah, play
Yeah.
guitar.
plays
and sing.
guitar and he sings. He does some cool little covers,
Yeah,
some
I've
mashups.
always wanted to do like a No Doubt cover band.
You should do it. You guys should collaborate and do it, man. He'll play the guitar with it.
Call yourself Doubtless.
Doubtless. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good name for a No Doubt cover
Excellent.
band. So I got an interview and I got to find it. I had
We're
some
like No
cool
Doubt,
questions.
but with better grammar.
There you go. There you
Whoa.
go. So I wrote up a little cool
Hey, if
interview.
you market it correctly as a tribute band, you can make a killing.
Nah, right now tribute bands are awesome. Everybody's doing it. So
Let's do it.
got a few questions that I wrote up for him so we could kind of stay on topic, even though we're just drifting everywhere tonight.
That's okay.
So how old were you when you realized you wanted to do music?
I don't know, I've done music my whole life. I didn't know I could make money until I was like 21. Once I realized I can make money, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
I can make some money doing
I
this
did.
thing.
I quit my job and everything. I was like, I'm going to play like any bar I can. I was playing for like $30, $40, $50.
Well, that's
Nice,
typical musician. When I figured out I could make money, well, for me it was when I figured out I could get free drinks to DJ.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah. Oh, when I
was
turned
like-
21, it went downhill so quick.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, hey, I can get free drinks and I can play music, and yeah, this is cool.
I started making the joke of I'm an alcohol-free musician. Any free alcohol you bring me, I'll be more than happy to drink it. And people
heard-
are like, yeah? What you drinking? I'm like, anything. Until I started drinking vodka. I'm like, no vodka. Anything
Yeah.
else besides that?
I learned that one early on too. Is like when people would be like, "Hey, you want a drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever you're drinking." Somebody brought me what was it that changed it all? Four Horsemen.
Ugh.
Oh wow.
Somebody brought me a Four Horsemen. I don't remember exactly what in that, but no, it's Crown, Jim,
No,
Jack.
no, it's Jack, Jim, I can't remember. I just had one like a couple
Jack
weeks ago.
Jim Crown. I
Google
think. Yes. Wild Turkey,
Yeah,
maybe.
Wild Turkey's in
It's
there.
all those strong ass whiskeys.
Some people make it with
Jim,
Jose
Jack,
though.
Johnny,
Here we go.
Jose,
Yep,
and
Captain Morgan, Jose, Johnny Walker, Jack,
It's all the
and
guys.
Jim.
It's
All the
the
guys.
names.
And that's what it was. I was down at High Tides in Colonial Beach,
Yeah.
and they told me they're like, we have no gym, so we replaced it with Jose. And I was like, yeah, okay.
That's
Whatever.
fine.
And
Bad
as soon as I
mistake.
took the shot, I'm like, why did you put tequila with whiskey?
Yeah, bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Maybe
I was dead sober, and I was
That's
drunk
probably
within a matter of
what.
minutes.
That's probably what
Oh,
happened
wow.
to me too.
No Patron.
I remember because I remember I'd done those before and no big deal. But then somebody was like, "Hey, what are you drinking?" And I'm like, "Whatever you're drinking." They brought me one of those, and I was just like, that was the moment that I started speaking up and going, "Well, if I knew it was like a cheap person that wasn't drinking anything, I'd still ask them like, "Hey, what are you drinking?" And if they go, "Yeah, I'm just drinking a Bud Light," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool. I'll take a Bud
See,
Light."
that's where I'm at now. I'm just like, they're like, what do you drink? Bud Light, Jack, or Fireball?
Something simple. You
Hey,
know what I
guys.
mean? That doesn't cost much.
Time out for 1 second.
What you got?
I mean, you don't have to stare at me blindly. I was just saying time out for 1
The
second.
suspense is killing me.
Look at each other and
Just
be quiet.
everyone time out for 1 second.
Time out.
Pause.
And we're back.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Now
Was
I don't
that
have
the
to split the
split?
file later.
All right. All right. All right.
Okay.
There
The
we
video
go.
feed stayed constant, but I cut the audio for just a split
All
second. to
right.
get
All right.
That is great.
Yeah, we're running over tonight. He's
It's
working
okay.
overtime.
Now I've lessened the work that I have to do afterwards.
There you go. So my next question is, what do you enjoy most about being a musician besides obviously, getting to play music?
I love traveling. I love meeting new people. Last year, my old band, we went all the way up to Vermont, and I met some of probably the coolest people.
Very nice.
And Pennsylvania too. There's badass people in Pennsylvania.
yeah.
I haven't really got out of state too much yet. I want to. That's a new goal for me this year. That's the thing. Being in a band, though, it's a little bit easier to get those opportunities.
Sure.
It's easier to get the opportunities, but God, it's so stressful.
Oh,
It's
it
you
is.
and three other
Traveling?
dudes stuck in a van.
Well, yeah, you travel,
Sure.
especially traveling with a bunch of dudes. Imagine being a girl if you were in a band. Like, imagine
Imagine
Gwen
if we took this
Stefani.
podcast on the road.
Gwen Stefani's band was all dudes. And haven't you seen
She was the only
Don't
one.
Speak video? She was like the leader, so she had her own tour bus. I just made
Oh,
that
yeah.
up. I don't know if that's actually true.
No, it's a
but-
real thing.
Yeah, true.
Like
I mean,
when
I
they get
guess
to the
when
point where
you're.
they're making money, they have their own
I was
bus.
gonna say,
Yeah.
I guess when they're that big. Well, it's like when
Yeah.
we did the Upchurch show at Dominion Raceway. We were hanging out backstage behind, and Upchurch had a trailer that we couldn't even go in.
Oh,
Asshole.
really?
Like, he was the headliner, and he was like the superstar. Anytime he stepped out of his trailer,
my
security
goodness.
cleared everybody
I
out.
was standing in line trying to go to the bathroom, and I guess he was stepping out of his trailer for something. Security
ran
guy was
everybody
like, you
off.
need to move. I'm like, I just want to take a piss.
Yeah,
Are you
all.
and this
serious?
guy's like new,
And it's not
upcoming.
him. It's not him that does it. It's just the way
It's-
that they have to work.
It's
Because
their security, the way they want to.
well, you got to think about it. Because if he gets off the bus and I lock eyes with him and I go, "What's up, dude?" Everybody's gonna turn around and go,
Well,
"Oh
yeah, it's
shit,
gonna draw
that's
the whole
Upchurch."
crowd in. Yeah, but to me, like, I mean, I don't really follow that genre. Like, since I've been working with you,
Yeah, were people like really fangirling real hard about
they
this
were,
guy?
dude.
Yeah.
There was what?
Can I be honest for a second?
Couple
This
thousand.
tattoo is an Upchurch tattoo. It's
Oh,
two
it
songs of
is?
his that are put together. Yeah, I fangirl when
I
he got on
wouldn't-
stage. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Upchurch."
I
There-
wouldn't
there was
recognize
probably-
him.
yeah.
I left my
I
best
wouldn't
friend's
recognize
wedding
him at his own
early.
concert.
I never knew who he was until we started working together, and we touched on this. Hip hop is what we call it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
what it's called. To me, Bubba Sparks was the one.
We're gonna lose my computer too.
No,
Yeah.
Why
Plug
do
it
bad
in.
things happen
You
to
not-
good people?
you do not have a. You don't have
I
a charger
the
cord.
charger.
All right,
It's
we'll do
right-
it.
It's sitting
So
right
yeah,
next to me.
what's the thing you don't like the most? I'm sure you don't like the travel time.
No, my god, I hate driving.
I do too.
I hate being stuck in a vehicle, and I hate driving.
Yeah, me too.
In the long run, I guess it's worth it.
yeah,
but
but the
like-
driving part.
Especially since becoming a dad, I hate it even more when I'm gone for like days at a
Aw.
time.
Yeah, true. I'm sure. Yeah, my daughter gives me shit if I'm leaving the house.
Yeah, like literally, my son was born, and I played that night.
I mean, it's part of the struggle, right? So here's always a good one. How do you handle mistakes during a performance? I've seen this live already, so I know the answer.
I just keep
but,
going.
I mean, you're kind of like me. We make a joke out of it and keep going. It's not that big of a deal.
My favorite's after a couple drinks, and I forget words. It could be on the same song that I've been doing for 3-4 years, and I'll forget the words, and I'll literally just stop.
Just
make a
like-
joke of it, tell everybody to take a drink, and then I'll just start it over.
Yeah, you kind of got to.
It depends on where I'm at, honestly. Like if I'm at like one of my hometown bars where I'm
then
good
it
friends
don't
with,
even matter.
the owners and the people that are there, I'll stop and make a whole joke out of it.
It don't even matter at that point. How do you do it when you're dealing with a stranger crowd though that you haven't played for?
Keep rolling and pray to God nobody's gonna notice.
Right. Just hope that everybody keeps paying attention.
Thank God I'm not famous.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And and hope to God I don't show up on Facebook the next day.
Yeah. And here's always a good one, that we can all relate to. Alex does karaoke and it has helped her
I've
mom
messed up.
over the years, with the whole DJ business and all that. Is like, how do you handle balancing? You got the 9 to 5 life, you got the family life, you got a kid now. It's like, how do you balance all that?
It's hard. I mean, I've been fired from a lot of jobs for playing music. Strutting in.
Really?
Oh yeah, coming in late and they'd play. Actually, with the job I'm at now, I've been there for almost a
Sure.
year. Actually, over a year now. And when I first started, they told me they're like, "You need to slow down." Because at the time I was DJing during the week. I'd play every weekend, so I'd
Oh,
go into
wow.
work and I'd sit down and fall asleep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was last real job I had, I remember it was probably like 2008. I was working at a call center and literally I was like plotting. It was right around the time when I launched the beer pong business and like I pretty much planned that whole launch from work. And just
Oh,
one
wow.
one day I like my boss supervisor walked by and was just like, "What is all this shit?" And I'm just like, "Yeah,
Gotta
I think I just gotta go. I gotta go home. I got other things I need to
Yeah.
be doing right now that this 9 to 5 just ain't lining up with."
Is it
Yeah.
cutting?
Pretty much now, between going around a job and like any nights when I'm not doing anything, I try to be home with my girl and my son and spend time with them. But
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of, she's been with you the whole time though, pretty much, right?
me and
Most
her
of
been
it.
together. I think this year will be 7 years.
Yeah, so I mean, she's used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Well,
you're-
she told me a couple weeks ago I was supposed to be off on a Friday night. I called her. I was like, "Hey, I got to play tonight." She goes, "Okay." I was like, "You mad?" She goes, "Sounds bad, but I'm used to it." She said it's
Right.
not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like it's one of those even musician, entrepreneur, all that is all together when it comes to relationships. It's like you almost got to just throw it out there from the jump and they either accept it or they don't. I've had a lot of relationships that haven't worked because of it because, most recently
That's definitely tough.
it is. Most recently, a girl that I liked, and we're friends now, and she's like, yeah, when you're not married to your work, you might have a successful relationship. And I'm like, no. When I find a partner that wants to be involved in my work or can just handle
Just be
me talking
supportive.
about it,
Yeah.
because it's one thing like you don't have to be involved, but at the same time, at least be supportive and just deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's rough. So you got some upcoming shows. Me and you got a couple shows together. You got one coming up January 19th over at Bullcock Swine Barbecue in Stafford.
Yeah, that's on Saturday. And I've done we got the 2nd of February. We're doing the Georgia Boys pre-party at the
Doing a
racetrack.
pre-party at the racetrack, and then we're doing an after party out at Strange Ways Brewery, a little DJ acoustic action. We like to do little outside the box things. He does his covers, and I play some poppy dance music.
Yep. Then I
something
got an
different.
album release party coming up in
Oh, very nice.
March. I got a New England tour with Tom Dixon in April, and a Northeast tour with my buddy Justin Taylor from Common Courtesy
Very cool.
in July.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
And then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be going down to Florida too.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he jumps on the road, man.
That's good.
So that's our
Good
entertainment.
stuff.
Now we're going to Alex. We're running way over, guys.
We're
Thanks
way
for hanging
over,
with us.
yeah.
Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for
We'll try.
Eric for sticking with us.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll go back to caption this.
Yeah.
We got some images and we're gonna put some cool captions on.
Oh gosh. We'll try and get through the stories today pretty quick. Okay. Oh gosh. Eric's got something already.
So
No,
we got,
I was just getting ready.
Oh gosh.
so we got a picture of a boat running up on what looks to be like a rock wall, kind of.
It's like the ending scene from Step Brothers.
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
that what it is?
And
And that
my
might be
caption,
what it is.
my caption would probably have to be
Catalina wine
yeah,
mixer.
when
Catalina wine mixer.
the GPS takes you the wrong way and you're determined to get to the party.
Boats and hose.
Boats and hoes. Yep.
Pulled forward a little too far. Bag it up.
Oh, ship.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Yes.
Next time, let the clutch out a little easier.
Yeah, right. All right. In the spirit of we're over, moving on.
Yeah.
And we murdered.
Great, thanks.
And we
Gilligan's Island
Yeah,
2019.
there you go. And we murdered that one. Thanks for Terrence, man. He always
Yeah.
sticks around and adds some great comments to
Yeah.
us. Everybody should be like Terrence. Now we got a picture of an alligator.
Is that an alligator?
Is
Or
it
is it a
Or is it a
crocodile?
crocodile? So we got a crocodile with
Straight up cannibalism.
one croc in his
Crocky.
mouth.
Crocky.
Crocky. A crocky doll.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
If I had to guess what he's thinking, he's like, I'll show these guys making a whole brand out of my name and not even sharing the royalties.
Imagine what Steve Irwin would say.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
What would Steve do?
Yeah,
Crocky.
what would Steve do? Hey, that might be one of Steve's old crocs.
Oh, damn.
Oh my. Oh damn.
And,
From the background.
yeah, and he's popping up like, yeah,
All
remember
Crocs matter.
All Crocs
Hashtag
matter.
All Crocs matter.
There you go.
I'm on that new Megan diet.
Megan?
A Megan
It's
diet.
a Megan diet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
That is great.
Give myself
Nice.
credit.
We're
Tastes
killing.
like chicken.
Tastes just like chicken. Doesn't matter if it's black or white. Moving on. Now we got a
You
picture.
can't see me.
We got a picture of a dog. It's a German Shepherd in a bathroom. There's a roll of toilet paper hanging down a little bit, and he's hiding his face behind.
It's like
the roll.
John Cena's dog. Can't see me.
Can't see me. He's like, maybe if I hide right here, they
I
won't
don't
notice the
move.
big pile of shit I left in the living room.
I just wanted some privacy.
Where are you at, buddy? I'm not in here.
I know he was here. I could smell him.
Right.
Oh
That's a good one. That's a good one.
See what happened was.
Right. I tried to get outside, but you weren't here.
Oh
I found the toilet paper, just don't have thumbs.
Oh.
Right.
Oh,
I was about to clean it up until you got here.
Oh, that's lies.
that's lies.
Dogs don't even think about that at all.
Dude, I got a Chiweenie, and this little shit will shit
Hey,
right.
hey.
This
Easy
little-
with your dog. Your dog likes me.
I know, it is a cool dog. And normally don't like too many guys either.
That's funny.
I got a Chiweenie that takes,
Chiweenie.
I mean, Chiweenies take little tiny poops and they're hard, so it ain't that big of a deal. She will take a shit right in front of the commode.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's almost like she's saying, hey, if you guys would put like a little porty potty thing right next
Have
to
you
the
seen
commode.
where they're training cats to shit in the toilet by putting a litter box like on the toilet seat, and they make it
Smart.
bigger
See,
and
that's
bigger
what
and
I'm
bigger,
saying.
and then
If
they
there
just
was
hop up on the
something-
toilet and drop it.
Yeah, if there was something to add to that. So let's jump into Alex's topics over here.
We'll just get through these real quick because it's getting late.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had a false alarm at Paragon here
At a movie
in,
theater.
Fredericksburg, behind the mall over there. And the first time that I saw this, I was reading Facebook comments, and someone had said that they were in the movie theater watching a movie, and they had went out and they realized that all the staff was missing. They couldn't find anybody.
Wow,
So they look
even
around.
worse.
Yeah, all the staff is gone, and they can't find anyone to do anything.
Ears
And they
hurt.
realized like the alarms were going off, and apparently there was a bomb threat. Apparently that's what she said.
what she
That's
said.
what she
That's
said.
not what the
But
article
don't you think
says.
they'd tell somebody? Like,
Yeah,
to
that's why I'm like,
evacuate
was
the
there
building?
not,
Apparently,
like,
all of the staff
an announcement?
evacuated.
So nobody
Um,
made an announcement before they all just rolled out.
That
What a
is
bunch
what
of
the
assholes.
Facebook post from this particular person
That's some
said.
BS, man.
I
Um,
expect more from our underpaid movie theater workers.
Well, I mean,
Right,
this is an
exactly.
expensive movie
Risk
theater
your
unless you
life.
go on Tuesday.
So apparently there
mean, let's be real.
there's a sensor on a rooftop air handling unit. There was no emergency at all. There was just a
sensor and alarm went off.
just a sensor malfunction.
Those
or it
employees
stopped
didn't know
functioning.
that.
Yeah,
Nah, they were
and
thinking this is emergency and I'm getting paid $8 an hour and I'm getting the hell out of here.
So that's
And the
what
hell with the
happened
people in the
there.
movie theater.
in case anyone was a part of it, but anyone whose movie was interrupted when they did leave, they can go back to Paragon. They're trying to contact people. So if
Oh.
you were there,
Get your money back.
contact
Get a new
them
ticket.
and let them know you want to come see the rest of your movie since you had to evacuate.
See, my thing is
false
I
alarm.
wonder if they will actually check if I was really there.
They probably want you to have like a
A
pay
ticket
stub
stub or a
find
receipt
out,
from your
yeah,
bank, something like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So moving right along, which keeps the thing rolling.
National
It is
Pizza Week.
National Pizza Week.
Just
And I
had
just did
CC's
this a
today
little
on the
while
Dad
ago.
Bod tour stop at CC's.
I was craving Papa John's, so I got some of that. That garlic sauce is amazing. So I'm only gonna do a couple of these. The word pizza's been around for 1,000 years. It was mentioned in Latin text,
Italy, of
written
course.
in Italy, of course. Speaking of Italy, where is that? There's one on here. It's pizza may have originated in Italy, but every country around the world has their own
Here's a fun
interpretation
fact.
of it.
First frozen pizza hit the market in 1962.
Yeah.
And it mostly tasted like cardboard until the genius food inventor, whoever that guy is, got her hands on it.
Also, Hawaiian pizza was invented in
62.
1962. Pineapple goes on pizza, guys.
I was
Yeah.
going
That's
to
how you
ask
find
where
out.
somebody stands with
It's
this.
how you fix the taste of the cardboard.
Fight about it.
Yeah, that's probably what happened because it was the same year. So somebody said,
Exactly.
this pizza
Throw
tastes
some
like cardboard.
pineapple
Let's
on
sweeten it up a
and
little
it's gonna
bit.
be delicious.
And then it stuck.
First pizza ordered by computer happened in 1974.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
so that
interesting.
was,
Speaking computer
a
at
little
that.
bit more recent. Oh, there's one in here about Domino's that I wanted to tell you guys. It dropped its 30 minutes or less. I think probably most people in this room remember when
Yeah.
Domino's was 30 minutes or less.
1993.
It's been since 1993. They
Some
had
lawsuits.
a whole mess of lawsuits.
Unsafe driving.
For unsafe driving. It wasn't the people
Imagine
who
that.
didn't get their food in time.
It was the drivers.
It was unsafe driving, looking out for the drivers.
Wow.
So that worked out pretty well. There's a pizza-themed superhero movie.
Pizza Man.
Pizza Man.
2011.
Released in 2011 with Frankie Muniz.
Oh,
think
finally a word you couldn't pronounce.
How do you say it? Is that like
I don't know.
Muniz?
I guess.
So
I
that's
don't know. I
actually a
watched
tough one.
Malcolm
It
in the
is,
Middle.
it is.
What is satire?
I don't know. So, hold on. There was another interesting fact. 2013, there was a movie. Hold on, go back.
Oh, shoot.
Macaulay Culkin
Yeah.
formed a pizza-themed Velvet Underground cover band called
Oh
Pizza
my gosh.
Underground. Performs hits like "I'm Waiting for the Delivery Man" and all the pizza parties.
Oh, Macaulay
I think we
Culkin
need to look that one
would.
up.
Macaulay
I think we need to
Culkin
hear that
would.
song.
What is it called?
Yeah, look that up. What's it called again? Hold on. Go back.
His band.
Pizza Underground was the band.
Underground. The U.S. military lab recently invented a ready-to-eat pizza that can last for up to 3 years. So now
Wow.
Costco can get a whole bunch of those and sell them with the mac and cheese.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be a good one to go
Yeah,
with
that
it.
one with your mac and cheese.
You
and
know, I had
Nutella.
the other day, real quick, I'll touch on this. The other day, I was in like a brewery, like a beer group on Facebook, and we were going back and forth, and it was a ploy to try to get customers to like for social media management, and it backfired, but it turned out to be good. I posted like an example of check-in on Facebook, and it was a picture
Sure.
of like a pizza place, like the deep dish. And everybody started commenting like, "Oh man, this place, awesome! I wish they delivered to Virginia." Blah blah blah. Long story short, I was like, perfect brewery idea would be brewery that featured like really good pizza with beer.
Right. Yeah.
Like, why do we not have that?
That would
Some
be
of these
good.
breweries have little pizza ovens, but it's like if we had like a Pizza Hut or a Papa John's that was like a double with a brewery.
So
that would
going
be
That
back
would
to
be
what we were
cool.
talking about earlier, send all your money to PayPal to Upside
And we'll
Down
start
Inc.
this. We'll
Yep.
start this up for you guys.
Yep.
We'll add donuts too.
Okay. So
Hey,
the
maybe
largest
we should just
pizza
go
in
on
the
Shark
world.
Tank.
There you go with
Yeah.
all of the ideas.
Largest pizza in the world.
131 feet in diameter. And
Here's
weighed
the funny part.
51,257
I gotta
pounds.
see this. Click on the link.
The
Let's see
largest
this real
pizza.
quick.
Okay,
Real
let's look at
quick.
the largest pizza in the world.
Largest pizza. You need to share.
Reclaimed by Italians.
Share that with. Well, let's see if there's a picture first. I don't even see a picture yet.
Oh,
no longer available.
No longer available.
They didn't get no money. They took it down, and then we
Duped.
lost their set.
No,
No,
we
there
didn't.
it is.
It's right there. Oh, there's one more I wanted to read you guys. Okay. Pizzerias sell the most pizza on Halloween, the night before Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, New Year's
Super
Day,
Bowl
and
Sunday, of
Super Bowl
course.
Sunday.
Coming right up.
So those are pizza days. Happy Pizza Week. I hope everyone gets some pizza
It's a good one.
this week.
It's a good one.
How to train your brain to work out. I told you we were going to talk about this a little bit.
How do we train our brain to want to work out?
Basically, it is...
JD just started going to the gym. How's that going for you, JD? I seen a post like a week ago. Did you give up already?
No. I went like 3 times last week, and then I was gonna go today, but I got super lazy, and I was out plowing all night. So I got home and I was like, it's time to take a nap.
Okay.
I'm gonna start.
Are you going to Planet Fitness?
Yeah.
Which one? By the college?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I go. Maybe we can meet up. I might go with you.
So start thinking about it like a piggy bank, like investing in things. First of all, every single movement that you do counts as exercise. You don't actually have to go to the gym exactly. Every time when you sleep,
Pringle motion.
When you sleep, you burn calories. When you drink the can, you burn
12-ounce
calories.
curls.
All of, when you're shaking your fist at the kids, there you go, you're burning calories. So the more that you do things, the more you add on and compound, the better that you're doing.
So in theory, if we sat around and just played music all the time.
Yes. Have you seen drummers? Do you think they work out?
Well, yeah, of
No.
course
I
drummers
used
do.
to be a drummer, and I've been fat all my life. Like, it doesn't.
Well, you can't eat while you're drumming
I wasn't eating while I was drumming.
or in between sets.
You're not supposed to use chicken drumsticks.
Right.
I am
You can't
not a
use
doctor.
drumsticks for food, for like drum and food at once.
So,
Alex says, I'm not a doctor, so I
am not a
can't
doctor.
really like
Please
tell
don't
you.
I
take
can't tell you
this
that I'm
as
100% right.
something's going on with you, guy. That's not going on with this girl. I don't know.
Right.
But it's about training your brain. So
I mean, they say sex
if
is
you
a good
felt
one.
good, drumming, and it made you want to get out and do other things, go and do them. The more that you are able to
Okay.
tack on to your bank, and you don't have to look at it as I have to go to the gym for 2 hours 4 times a week.
Here's a good
Go
one.
for a walk. Go for
I like this one. It said this person.
watch Netflix.
the
You're only allowed to
time
watch.
you can watch Netflix while you're working out or
Yeah.
moving in some other way.
Housework is a huge workout.
Jesus.
Like doing all the laundry and the vacuuming and
I always get sidetracked, never finish any of that
so
stuff.
start watching TV. So, anyways, the more that you can
I mean, it's just forming habits.
exactly
Goes
form
back to that. The more you do it,
positive reinforcement.
right? The more you do it, and then the results, of course, makes you want to keep doing it.
Exactly. So we'll do some WTF
This
news.
one's an interesting
real
one. I'm
quick.
curious to see
Breaking
this.
Kylie Jenner. Okay, so she had a record-breaking post
Curious
on
about this.
Instagram right after she had her baby. So this one, this egg.
Yeah,
oh
what is
gosh,
up with this egg, man?
this egg?
I've seen it,
cracked
but I never read it.
They cracked Kylie Jenner's Instagram record. World
egg.
record egg. So their whole thing was,
And they made a page for it.
let's set a world record together and get the most liked post on Instagram. So she was at 18
They crushed
million
her.
hearts.
They crushed it.
Whoa! They went to 37,624,812.
So they just posted a picture of an egg.
It's a picture of an egg. It's that egg that we showed you on
Yeah,
the
but
screen.
so
It's
what's
just a
the-
brown
what's-
Maybe I
egg.
need to post it to my Instagram too.
Right?
Yeah,
What's
and
the
just
theory
say
behind
you
it,
break
though?
a record. I think that
Just said they want to break a record, and
that
is
they
that what they
wanted to break
did?
a record,
And people
yeah.
got behind it?
Exactly. It doesn't end here though. We're
Egg
only
gang.
getting started. Egg gang. Hashtag egg gang. So she responded, posted a video of herself breaking an egg outside.
So she was like, the hell with
So
your egg
the war
record.
is on. I don't know. This might turn into a campaign about eating more eggs because eggs are good for you.
Dude, I eat eggs every day.
Yeah.
Eggs
Really?
and bacon.
Nice.
It's part
There's
of
an
my-
egg diet, by
It's
the
part
way.
of my it's part of my keto-ish diet is bacon and eggs.
What
You
is
can eat all you
keto?
want. I don't know. It's hard to
We
explain.
could do a whole episode on
Yeah,
that.
that's a whole
We
nother
could
thing.
do- and then, what's her
actually,
name?
next week I got a chick coming on. Brandy Parrish is writing
yeah?
a book about keto.
Okay,
She's one of
cool.
my
I saw her
friends.
stuff.
She's
Excellent.
coming on to talk about keto. So
right.
next week we'll learn more about it.
Yep, we sure will. We'll talk a lot
I will
about
be
it.
all ears because I have no
too.
idea what it is.
Last but certainly
So I
not
seen this
least,
one and I should have went and jumped on
another
the subway.
WTF. So this one was commuters shed trousers for annual no pants subway ride. So this definitely started out as a joke by a
2002.
comedy group, Prank Collective. Oh, I'm sorry, the Prank Collective, improv everywhere. So it was cities, Sunday. They were in London, Copenhagen, Buenos Aires, Chicago, San Francisco, Berlin. It had people from New York braving 32-degree weather with no pants in their underwear. There's no agenda.
When was
Nothing
this?
going
I feel
on
like we
here.
missed it. When is this?
It's just a bunch of people with
When
no
is it?
pants. When is it? It was this past Sunday.
Damn it. Missed
Yeah,
it.
this was posted today, so this is the last Sunday.
Alright, I'm
this
gonna have to
happened.
go
But
look
this, I
at the
feel like is
recap
an
for
annual
this.
thing. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys ever want to do a
I
Subway
think we
ride
should
with
start
no
another
pants-
one, like no pants something. Like, what can we do?
Do it for a good cause.
Don't
Some more
do it
people
in
will jump in.
winter. Like if it's
No, that's the
pants-
perfect time is do it in the winter.
It's kind of like the polar plunge.
Yeah.
It's a really dumb
We
idea,
should
but
start one.
everybody wanted to
I
do
feel
it.
like there should be like a
I'm
week
not
of
gonna
musical
participate.
like events
I'll
with
tell
no
you that right
pants.
now.
Pants off, dance off.
Pants off, dance off. DJ
You
should-
can be inside.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If we did an
You're
event,
thinking.
if we did
Now
a
you're
week long
thinking.
of events with everybody, all the musicians and performers were not wearing pants.
That's good.
So like a Blink-182 where they just wore socks pretty much.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
The guy
For
from No
DJs,
Doubt does it too.
for DJs, it kind of works because we're behind a table or in a DJ booth.
And that'll
For
work
you
perfect
guys
for
in
me,
a
'cause
band,
I-
it kind of it's
Yeah.
different.
I finally
It's
got
different.
a DJ name.
Oh,
So
what is it?
that'd be a good
What is it?
time.
DJ No Pants?
No, DJ Oh No.
DJ.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I never
Presenting,
got a DJ name.
presenting DJ Oh No, and then you pop out with no pants on.
I need you guys for next week to think of DJ
Nothing but
names
like a
for
patriotic.
Yeah, we
banana
do need
hammer.
a DJ
Me.
name
I've
for
never
you,
had
Alex.
never had a DJ.
Because I've been like
always been DJ
calling. I
Alex.
always feel weird like tagging you
DJ
in
Alex.
promotions like DJ
Amber
Alex.
Well, people would like just automatically assume mine was DJ JD,
Nice.
and I was like, no, I don't
Right.
like that. And they're like, why? It's catchy. I was like,
I mean,
"No,
it's funny
not."
though. Like when you talk
It
about
is
girl,
catchy.
like for guys, we have to have DJ names. Girls though, if you look at all the famous girl DJs, like Paris Hilton just goes by Paris Hilton.
She's a
She
DJ?
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she any
makes
good?
she makes
No,
a lot
she
of
sucks.
money.
She makes a lot of money though.
Yeah.
100,000 a show.
Yeah, she's.
Tops. She makes like crazy money. She does
She
like
puts
the
on
Biza.
sunglasses
It's a
and her
show.
Tiny little outfit.
Her cute little
and
self, and she dances around and like.
Probably like a pre-made lip.
Yeah, I was gonna
mix
say they
somebody made for her.
pre-orchestrate
She
her
just
mixes.
presses buttons.
Yep, there's
So
a
she
picture
looks like
floating
she's
around the
dancing.
That's
internet.
the kind of life I need to be
Yeah,
living.
there's a picture
too.
floating around the internet
PayPal
of
donations.
of her on stage with some assistant actually like adjusting her levels for her, and they zoom in on the mixer and there's
Yep.
no cords plugged into it.
Yeah,
It's pretty crazy.
it's real. That's real
It's
life
a real
right
thing.
there.
But she does a lot of EDM and stuff, and EDM DJs they pre-mix shit in general anyway, so it's not
Yeah.
nothing new.
Yeah.
And it's Paris Hilton, like that's just who it is. Anyway, let's wrap it up. We're way over.
Thanks for sticking around.
360 Real Talk. Thanks for sticking around. Shout out to FXB Public Radio.
FXBG Public Radio.
FXPG Radio. You know,
What does
I
it
cannot
mean?
talk today. Thanks for everybody for sticking around for that.
Enjoy the rest of the week.
Shout out to JD, having him on. He's going to be joining us. Welcome to the podcast. We're going to have him out on Mondays to help us with local entertainment because it's just something that we've kind of just don't want to do. So we're bringing him on to do it.
I get to do
We're
everything
not
nobody
good
else
at
wants
it.
to do.
It's just we're not good at it. You know, we're so busy getting all the other it's a mad rush Mondays to get the content together.
It is.
So anyway, join us next Monday, 10 to 11, and we're out. Join us on
See you next
iTunes
week.
and all that crap too.
Bye.
Peace.